that lockjaw.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, open your mouth a little bit. And I was like clenching my teeth down because I'm like, I gotta get it fucking right.
I've noticed, like, when I'm, like, really focusing on something, I, like, fold my tongue and bite it.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't notice it. I never noticed it until Ivy pointed it out to me.
Really?
She was like, every single time, like, you focus or you try to do something, you do that with your tongue. No,
Like
other
that?
way. Like that.
Oh.
Like, but in my mouth. Like, curled, so the front down under.
Yeah.
And, like, just bite down on it, and, like, I don't even notice it.
It's intense. I'd be afraid I was gonna bite a hole in my tongue. Dude, I told Anna, I'm like, I think I could become a comedian. So I had, like, this joke that popped into my head. I'm like, everybody when they're growing up has, like, one crazy friend, right? And me and my crazy buddy, when I was growing up, we'd go ride our BMX bikes and go off, like, those jumps that you see, like, the legit BMX jumps. We were doing that shit when we were, like, 8 years old.
Well, you're 8. You have no fear?
Yeah, you have no fear, and you just go for it, because you see all the older kids do it, and you're like, fuck, I can make that 15-foot jump.
I don't know what it means to break a bone.
I remember when he hit the crossbar of his handlebars.
Ouch.
He smashed his fucking teeth in. He had the first 4 teeth gone. And I remember looking at him and, like, I was like, fuck, I'm going to start playing golf.
Dusted.
Just
dusted his
teeth,
mouth.
dusted it. I'm like, fuck that, dude. I can go play golf. You can't get hurt playing golf.
Yeah, you can. You could take a fucking golf ball to the head or fucking tear up the ligaments in your knee and twist your back, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that was like my joke idea. You kind of interrupted me the whole time, but it's okay.
Oh, that's because I forgot. I thought you were telling a story.
No,
not
I was
telling
trying
a
to tell
joke.
you a little bit of a joke, but that was funny, right? I don't know. Fuck it.
It's more funny that I interrupted you.
Oh yeah, huh? So they tell me, Brian and my girlfriend tell me I interrupt all the time. And now, every time anybody interrupts me, I'm like, this motherfucker interrupted me. I think about it so much now when I'm talking to people.
Well, dude, okay. He's the only child. He's never had any other siblings, anybody he's had to share anything with, or anything, so he just interrupts everybody. Okay, he used to. And then he noticed he fucking interrupts everybody all the time and doesn't actually listen to you and worked on it, and now I do it, I guess.
Yeah. I still do it to Anna.
I'm surprised she doesn't slap you.
She gets super frustrated with me.
I bet. Have you noticed how Dustin snaps at his clients? Like, your time's up now.
No, I haven't noticed that.
I looked at Tammy and I was like, how do you let him snap at you? And she's like, well, I've never really thought about it. I was like, Dustin, I would fucking slap you.
Snap. It's not really a thing. He's just giving, like, cue.
I know, but still like that.
You're also super aggressive. Like, you wanted to punch an old guy in the face yesterday.
Well, he's a dickhead.
I'm just saying. You're very, he used to have, like, no fuse. There was nothing there. If you said something, he would blow up on you. You go, you motherfucker! I can't even replicate what you would say because it was just fucking, you would go nuts. And now his fuse has grown like maybe a couple centimeters. Like, there's a little bit of fuse there, but then it's like blown up.
Don't do the wrong shit and I won't get angry.
But see, that's like, you can't say that just the way you think the right way is the right way. You gotta, like, maybe they don't think that's the wrong way. I mean, yes, parking in the middle of parking in the middle of the 2 parking spots is not the right way. I agree with you on that.
And being a fucking cocksucker when I say, excuse me, and you're standing in the middle and you stare at me and go back to talking, like, you can go fuck yourself.
Hey, there's a helicopter.
My fuse has then been burnt, and you have to deal with what goes off.
But, yeah, his fuse was very... I say but yeah a lot.
But yeah, you do.
But yeah. I say but yeah all the time, and I
haven't noticed it, but I probably will now.
Yeah, you'll notice it now, especially during the podcast.
Well, during the podcast when you're by yourself a lot because you're by yourself and you're like, but yeah.
It's a lot easier having someone else to talk to. If we were like really, really good at what we were doing right now, we'd have like notebooks. Or it would be cool if we were at a house and could just Google some shit.
Fuck you. We were walking out of the yard and you were like, hey, do you want to come do a podcast? I'm like, yeah, sure.
But that's going to be
here we are.
That's going to be the best. I know. That's the beauty of it.
Well, then we don't need no notepads. Fuck it.
I know. I have to figure out what I'm gonna call like your podcast, because it's gonna have to be a different thing.
I don't know.
Well, it'll be the same like the Elaboration Station, but it's gonna be like podcast with Brian 1. Because we're probably gonna do a lot of them, especially now because you're gonna move. I gotta like all the stories we have.
Well, dude, we could always do it like over Skype.
Yeah, we could do it over Skype. That would be cool. Like when we're really missing each other.
Yeah.
And fucking.
I miss you, bro.
I miss you, bro.
Hey, just for reference, we fucking see each other every single goddamn day, essentially.
Yes. Like for 8 hours. Well, because we work together.
Yeah.
But all the time. We lived together after high school. Like right after high school. Like it was the summer we graduated high school. We moved to Orange County.
Yeah, like 2 weeks after graduation.
And then we lived down there for a year. Then you moved to Texas when we came back home.
Yeah.
And then he's back now. Or came back. I was in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Wasn't I in San Francisco?
Yeah, I was there for 3 years when you were in San Francisco.
And
Well, okay, so I moved to Houston for 3 years, and you moved to... After we went to Orange County, you went back to Orange County,
yeah.
and then you went to San Francisco,
Yep.
and then you came back to Paso.
Yeah.
And I totally just doxed you. Everybody's gonna know where you are now.
Really?
You're fucked.
I mean, Joe says where he's going all the time. Right?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
I was trying to freak you out.
No. And it's not like I haven't said Paso Robles on this before.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe. I don't know.
dude, this podcast gets like 20 views. 20 listens. Maybe 20. I'd say 5. I'll go with 5.
Well, to those that listen,
Thank
rock.
you. Very appreciated. But actually, my thing's like 45 total listens.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like
It's the start.
4 of those listens.
That was the thing that, yeah. I stacked the numbers, okay?
All good?
I tell everybody that I know that they should listen, and then they do it, and then they're like, man, that sucked. I'm not going to listen to another one of those. So that my first ones had like quite a few.
Yeah.
But,
If there's any sponsors out there, I need a sponsor for Red Bull. That'd be awesome. And Corsa Performance Systems for automobiles. That'd be awesome too. I really appreciate it.
that was Brian.
Just dropping that out there.
Dropping. He wants to get sponsored. What do you want to get sponsored for?
Well, Red Bull, because I want all the...
No,
the
like,
free
what do
Red
you
Bull.
do that you would get sponsored for?
I don't know.
You're a guest on the podcast.
fucking awesome. I don't know.
You're fucking awesome, so Red Bull should sponsor you.
No, why not?
Well, I don't know. They could.
Because I drink enough. Well, I used to drink enough. I'd wear their shit every day. I'm like a walking billboard.
You could probably pitch that, dude.
I probably could.
But you don't really drink Red Bull anymore.
Well, I can start again.
You don't need to. At one point, he was drinking
60 ounces in 3 hours.
60 ounces of Red Bull in 3 hours.
So that's 3 20-ounce cans
And
a
then
day.
would you take
5 days a week. With 2 caffeine pills and Yohimbe. Yohimbe.
Yeah, so he was fucking wired.
Yeah, I was pretty wired enough to where my fucking hands would be shaking.
And your
And
heart almost explodes.
I feel like I have a heart attack, but it's the way I like it.
On the edge.
I've never done coke though.
I like how you disclaimer that.
Like I'm afraid to.
He's
'cause-
addicted to caffeine,
Yeah.
but he's never done coke.
Yeah. Well, caffeine's a hell of a drug, bro.
Fuck yeah, it is.
So is sugar.
I drank
and carbs.
a whole French press of coffee this morning. Oh man. Yeah.
I stopped last night and got a cold brew with 2 espresso shots in it for work this morning.
You're nuts. 2 espresso shots. Where were you coming from last night? Oh shit.
After I went to lunch with Justin after the gym.
Oh yeah.
On my way
You
back.
told me about that.
Because I'm never up early enough to go to the Starbucks before work or even make coffee at my house before work.
Yeah.
Because I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I have to leave in 5 minutes. I better get dressed and brush my teeth.
You're the master at that. Dude, I remember when we lived together, we would get in a fight, and, like, I would come in and, like, wake your ass up to go to work most mornings. And then when I was pissed off at you, I would be like, fuck this kid. He's an adult. He can do his own shit. And then you roll into work, like, right on time, and you're just living at me. You're like, what the fuck, bro?
No, whatever.
That was funny shit.
I can't believe, like...
Then you'd be like, dude, I heard you driving for like a mile away.
His truck used to be so fucking loud.
I have like a little 4-cylinder, and I put like a super loud exhaust. It sounded like a rally car.
Yeah. He'd be at the stoplight maybe...
half a mile down the road?
Yeah. At least. And I'd still hear him perfect. Every time he accelerated...
Oh, yeah. The good old time. You do stupid shit. Dude, you're in that phase right now. You cannot give me any shit. He drives a nice, brand new Dodge Challenger that's fucking a V8, and it's nice and loud, and the guy comes up to me, he's like, dude, I think I want to put straight pipes on it.
Why not?
Because you'll fucking make people deaf when you go by. Blow their eardrum out.
I mean, you could get performance straight pipes. It's not like you could... I mean, you could just walk in, the guy cuts it out, and then welds it back together and puts a pipe on it. Or you could get like a performance straight pipe and put it on there to where it's not quite as... It's still fucking loud.
It'd still be way louder than what you have in there right now.
Just get an electric dump, put it on there, and control the exhaust when I'm going down my street.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Blow somebody's eardrums out.
Yeah,
you would set off every car alarm.
I'm not going to do that. Especially with the way I drive, it'd be way too loud.
Every car alarm you drove by that was locked, it would set that shit off.
I would probably hate it after like 3 days of driving it. Before I put in my new exhaust system, I'm going to straight pipe it and then drive around for a couple days.
You're going to spend an extra $70?
Fuck it, why not?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think that it's worth it to spend the money and then take it right out.
Tic-tac it together myself.
You think you can weld that good?
Yeah. I do.
Or you just take the fucking exhaust pipes off and leave the headers right there.
You could. I want to get some longer headers.
Dude, that would be so loud. If you just took... That's what my uncle's car had on it.
Oh,
it was
his fucking shit was so...
It was just headers coming out of the...
That thing, you talk about some power. Okay, well, it was a drag car.
Yeah, it was
but
a
on the street,
dragster.
I felt like my soul was left 15 feet behind me when we took off.
Well, I mean, it was...
I've never felt inertia like force like that on my chest.
It was fast as fuck. And it was so loud. When he started it, and then we started driving it around, every neighbor was outside.
He started in the garage, too. Well, of course, because that's where it was, but this bright yellow, what is it?
It was I think it was a Chevy Malibu, like an old school Chevy Malibu, bright banana yellow with a crazy motor, and my uncle used to take it to the drag strip.
And drag race it.
It's been in a couple magazines.
Yeah, I know. He had them. Couple posters and shit.
Yeah.
It's legit. It's legit sponsored car, too.
It was a legit dragster, and... Yeah, it was street legal for some reason. Fucking California.
I don't think that was street legal.
It was. He got license plates for it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You can go drive that around. Well, I think he did it so he could do like cruise nights.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it's fucking loud and fast.
Yeah, it is.
Real fast.
See, I wouldn't want it to be. I would not want to be that loud all the time.
Well, that's like a car you drive around every day.
I know.
Unless you get another car and you're like, oh, I'm going to make this like a track car.
Well, as soon as my warranty is up on it, and I have another car, it's gonna get turned into a track car. Before the warranty's up, I'm gonna replace a tranny on it.
What, you want to buy a truck?
I don't know. When the time gets here, I'll choose. I really want the fucking Hellcat.
Fuck that, dude. You can make that thing just as fast as a Hellcat, and you get the pride of doing it yourself and putting it
just
together.
Just as fast, but almost.
Yeah.
You put
dude, if you put all this shit you could put on that thing, it would be plenty fast for the normal Joe.
Edelbrock supercharged system on it with new exhaust and headers and everything and new chips.
The Hellcat is for someone that needs to show off extra because he's probably got
I just think it's a wide body too. Okay, so the Hellcat's a wider body than mine.
Just get a wide body
which
kit.
I like. I've been thinking about it. But a lot of them look like shit, and I have 8-inch wheels width on it now, I want to get 10s. But then I'd have to get mud flaps if my tires go over the wheel wells, which they would unless I get an extended kit on the back.
But just look, dude, I guarantee you haven't found one that, like, you haven't seen previously.
Yeah.
I mean, you can order that shit from Japan and shit.